I don't know if you can see my cat's reflection in the TV, but he is being so lovey this morning. I'm running low on tea lights. Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday, July 7th, and it's 9:37 in the morning, and I want to do the second part of my physical media collection today. I have been going through my records over here. Huge stack right there. I've been listening to 10 a day, so I finished up the ones from yesterday this morning, and I have another stack. So I've already gone through 30 records, and once I go through these, it'll be 40, just to make sure that if I want them or if I don't, a lot of those I already know exactly what they are, and I've listened to them before, and I know that I like them or use them, and so I'm keeping them. But this is the stack where I wasn't really sure if I wanted to keep it or not, and I couldn't remember how they sounded. And so I've been listening to a lot of music recently, wanting to do the record video, which I already started. However, that is taking quite a long time, so I'm going to go ahead and do the VHS part today. Let me turn this light on. So we're going to do my VHS collection today. I keep all my VHSs in here, so I'm going to do a quick overview, and then I'm going to show and tell. I'm just going to pull them out one at a time. I also have some in my bedroom and in my craft room, which I will get to at the end. So here is the first row of all of my VHS tapes. Over here, I've got The Sound of Music with the, I think that's cassettes, with the cassettes of the soundtrack, and then the movie in 2 parts. I also have it in the hard case, but my brother gave me this copy for a gift, and so I don't really want to get rid of it. And then I have Anne of Green Gables, I'm in the light, on VHS, and Anne of Avonlea here. I'm going to make sure you can see it well. I don't have the third one, Anne of, I can't remember what the third one was, but I don't have the third one, and the ones that I do have, especially Anne of Green Gables, it's run its course, man. It's been watched several times, and it's starting to get super fuzzy and have that loud crackle in the background where you can't really hear the audio or see the visual very well. And these are such comfy movies, you know, looking at them. They're just so pretty to look at, and so I'm going to need to get new copies of these sometime soon. Let's get these out back here. I have, as you saw, the special extended edition of The Lord of the Rings on DVD with the appendices. But I also have the VHS ones for the Two Towers and, well, for the Fellowship and the Two Towers. But I don't have Return of the King. I've been looking for it for several years because I really also want it. I also have the original Star Wars trilogy. I have very fond memories of watching these with my brother. Not this exact set. The ones that my brother and I grew up with were in the gold box. I don't know why this one's over here, but I have Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. And recently, I found Kent Hovind seminars, which I thought was really cool. This one is a debate, and I haven't watched it yet. I don't really like watching debates, but I do like watching his seminars. My brother and I haven't seen this one yet. I haven't watched that. Ooh. I haven't watched this one yet since I got it, but I have watched these 4, and unfortunately I don't have part 2. I believe part 2 is the one with the Garden of Eden, but I don't have that one. But these are so nostalgic. I used to watch these when I was a kid. I got them from our church library. So I was really excited to find these at the Goodwill for 99 cents each. That was like, you know how sometimes you have like a dream find that you don't know that it's a dream find until you actually find it, and you're like, wow, I didn't even know that I have been looking for this. I wanted to get these off of Amazon, the DVDs, but they were sold out last time I looked. I got them before, but then I gave them to somebody, and I tried to get them again, and they were sold out. So that's the first drawer. second drawer is all of my Nick stuff, like my Nickelodeon Junior stuff. So I have a bunch of Blue's Clues, Little Bear, Rugrats, and a few SpongeBob's. Just not the Christmas ones. I have some Christmas also. So let me go through all of these. Starting with Blue's Clues. And all of these are Blue's Clues with Steve. Steve Burns. This one I don't have a box for. And here's Little Bear. This is my favorite Little Bear because I love rain. I'm a big pluviophile, so I play this one all the time. And the one with Blue's Clues that I like all the time is Stop, Look, and Listen, because at the end there's a big rainstorm, which is what the clues lead to, is that there's a rainstorm coming. So I love that one too. And I watched Little Bear also on YouTube. I play it on YouTube sometimes because I don't have all of the episodes. And my favorite ones are the autumn ones. The one with the gingerbread men that come alive. The one, oh my goodness. Is it the leaves one? The one where Little Bear has a dream that he finds his mother's little charm. I love that one. The one where he cleans the shed, and that's a fall one. All of these I found by pure luck. Most of my Rugrats came from one location, and they were like 10 cents each. But thrift stores don't have prices that good anymore. So some of these are from my childhood. Some of them I've collected by miracle. I would love to have all of the Little Bears on VHS. That would be just a dream collection of mine. All of the Little Bears, all of the Blue's Clues, and all of the SpongeBob's. Well, not all of the SpongeBob's, but all of, like, the VHS collections. I don't care if I have all of the Rugrats collection because I'm not as big of a fan of this show, but I still really love it. And I have watched through all of these. This one, I think I have it twice because I have another one of these in with my Christmas movies, I think. This was funny. This was a funny find. I had no idea that the Pickles family was Jewish. So there's like a whole episode about the Jewish tradition of Passover. And I only have 3 SpongeBob's. But as you saw, I have the first 6 seasons on DVD. But I still like to have these. I've actually watched, you can see that one is empty because that one's in my VHS player right now. I've been watching these over the past couple of days, just having them on in the background. Something really, really nice about just putting it in. You don't have any ads. You don't have to press play. And there's the one that I'm watching right now, or that I have in there right now. And that is my Nickelodeon and Paramount drawer. Next one, I have VeggieTales, as well as other Big Idea stuff. Winnie the Pooh, and then just random little Disney VHSs. So let's start with Pooh. This is another one that I would love to collect all of the VHSs for. I have my window open, and so far during this whole video, in the last 15 minutes I've been recording, no cars have driven by my house. It's so nice to live in the country. Alright, so those are all my Winnie the Poohs. Now are my Disney ones. I have a couple sing-alongs and some others. I think my mom got me this because this was one of the ones that my brother and I watched a lot growing up. So I'm pretty sure this is a gift from my mom. Thanks, Mom. I don't think I've ever watched the sing-alongs. Maybe I did when I first got them. But if I've seen these, it's only been once. I really like this one. This is sweet. Little Mermaid. That's the first musical that I was ever in my community theater, and so The Little Mermaid's got a very special place in my heart now. I love that I have at least one movie or show for every holiday. That's all that. Now onto VeggieTales. I did, when I went through my VHS collection before I moved, I got rid of several of the VeggieTales that's like not newer, because I don't have anything that's like the new Bob and Larry, the new animated kind. But I do have some that aren't biblical stories, and I don't really like those as much as I like the Bible stories ones. With the exception being the silly songs. I love the silly songs. They're so funny. This one, I think, is the one that has that bonus, the bonus silly song where they read the takeout menu. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And whoever is the composer for the VeggieTales music does a bang-up job. All the music in VeggieTales is so catchy. This one's not a Bible story. I don't know why I still have this one. Maybe I really like it. And then the next two, my brother and I got brand new when we were little kids. And they're 3-2-1 penguins. This one. And another one that doesn't have a case. So that is all of the Disney and Big Idea. And now we have one last drawer that's miscellaneous, and a lot of this stuff is stuff that I grew up with that I had as a kid. All of these back here with no case, all of those are from when I was a kid. Unfortunately, this is the only Dragon Tales VHS I have, but I'm so glad that I have at least one. Same thing with this one. This is the only Arthur I have, but I'm glad that I have at least one. And same thing with this one. This is the only Magic School Bus that I have, but I'm glad that I have at least one. This one is from my brother. It's a gift from my brother because I collect the Golden Books books, and so he found me a Golden Books VHS and he bought it for me. I've got a couple Dr. Seuss ones. Horton Hears a Who. And this one, the Sneetches, the Zacks, and Green Eggs and Ham. We've got another one of my childhood favorite shows, Maggie and the Ferocious Beasts. Man, Canada, they know how to make kids shows, because all of my favorite, well, a lot of my favorite kids shows are Canadian. Is Madeline Canadian, or is it just straight up French? Because I also have a lot of Madelines. But Franklin is Canadian, Maggie is Canadian, and Little Bear is Canadian. I don't know about Magic School Bus Arthur. Arthur, maybe. Hey, it's Franklin. That's the only Franklin I have also. And unfortunately, I only have one Wallace and Gromit. I know that there are collections with the other two main shorts that they did. So they have the Wrong Trousers, and then they have the one with the moonbeam made of cheese. And there's one more. Something about sheep. But I only have this one. This, my brother and I grew up with this as well. But I think it was attached to another movie. And oh my gosh, I've only watched it once since I got it. And man, makes me want to cry because I remember growing up with this. And then this is a recent buy. I have not watched this. I don't think I've ever watched this, but I have read the book with my Sunday school class or something when I was little. Alright, next I have 3 Madelines. Madeline in the New House. Madeline and the Toy Factory, which I don't think I've watched this one yet. And then Madeline in London. I also have Madeline's Christmas something, and I love that one. The song that the lady sings, Madame Marie, the song that she sings, I get it stuck in my head all the time. Here's this, another one that I grew up watching, and another one that, just like Anne of Green Gables, this one has, it's about to die. It's about to not work anymore because it's been played so many times. And I also have this still in that. I haven't watched it yet, obviously. And then last we have all of the movies that I had as a kid. I'm not going to show them up close because there's no box, so there's nothing really to look at. But an extremely goofy movie, the one where Max goes off to college. Tom and Jerry Whiskers Away. Oh, Little Dogs on the Prairie. A Lot of Love and a Little Off the Top. Precious Moments, Simon the Lamb, which I recently found in the case, but I'm saving this one as well because this is the one that I had when I was a little girl. Nana Puddin', Just a Butterfly, and Nana Puddin', What's in a Name. And this one is signed by Dennis Lee. 1999 to Eric and Megan. And the last one is Charlotte's Web, and had this one since I was a little girl. Pretty sure this is my handiwork. We lost the case along the way somewhere. And let me check the time. Since this is super long, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, and I'm going to make a part 2 with my hard case VHSs. So that's all for part 1 of my VHS collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one if you watch the next one. Bye!